An aging school that was about to be torn down has not only been saved, but is now being put to good use. Our Jack LeDuc has the story from Willsboro, New York.
For more than 8 decades, this 3-story brown brick building was where thousands of Willsboro students learned about everything from Washington crossing the Delaware to atomic particles. But the years were hard on the school. A new one was built several years ago, replacing the 1927 structure. Then the old one sat idle, weathering. Just before the old school closed down, school officials had set aside nearly $250,000 to put the wrecking ball to the old place. But Eli SCHWARTZBERG saw it differently.
Although it's more difficult, it takes more time, it takes more money, it takes more thought, and it's difficult to get financing. A lot of reasons to tear it down and start new. The end result, if you do take a historical building and you create a state-of-the-art assisted living facility within its shell, which is what we did, the end result is a much nicer building than anything you could actually build.
On opening day, both young and old former students showed up to touch a piece of nostalgia.
I was 11, I had just finished 6th grade, and my mom actually worked at the school, and I came here in the summer and right before the school was closed down and decided to write a message on one of the chalkboards in the classrooms.
SCHWARTZBERG saved the old school from demolition and added something that the community is proud to have in their town.
I'm very amazed today.
What do you think would happen to the building?
Well, I was hoping and praying that something would happen to it because I thought it was, a shame to even think of tearing it down. Then I got a little worried for a while because nobody stepped up to the plate, but now I'm really happy with what's happened. Very nice.
What do you think it's going to do for the community?
I think it's going to be a big boost for the community, and I know quite a few people locally who've already been hired to work here.
The residences make for pleasant living with high windows offering views of the Boquet River. Renowned British General Burgoyne camped here along the Boquet River in 1777. But 236 years later, Eli SCHWARTZBERG was fighting his own financial battle. When the lending markets dropped a few years back, things changed for the young developer.
I can say I never gave up hope, but yes, there were several times when I said, this is very challenging. One of the initial bank that provided financing for this project actually went bankrupt, and I received a phone call that the FDIC had taken over their branch and that they would no longer be able to honor the loan commitments. But the USDA, who was working with me with their loan program, held strong and gave me time to go get additional financing.
After calling 100 banks, SCHWARTZBERG got the $5 million needed to complete his dream project. A big part of the project was retaining some of the school's most popular memorabilia.
The scoreboard is from the basketball court. We're standing on the basketball court, which has been converted into the dining room, and we were very happy to keep it in the dining room and put it up on the wall.
Most community folks here are pleased with what has been done with the old school. Eli SCHWARTZBERG said that it was all worth the 5 years of hard work it took to save the old school from the wrecking ball. For Mountain Lake Journal, I'm Jack LeDuc in Willsboro.